Oh, hey, sorry, what did you say? Has that ever happened to you? Have you been using your phone and you realized, oh, I use my phone too much? Well, in today's lesson, you're going to learn how to talk about technology and how we use technology in English. And guess what? At the end of today's lesson, you're going to have a chance to practice speaking out loud with me and using what you've learned in today's lesson. So listen up, pay attention, because you're going to need to speak about it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Vanessa from speakenglishwithvanessa.com, and I've been teaching real-life English here on my YouTube channel for over the past 10 years, and now there are more than 7 million of you learning English with me. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for learning with me. I want to let you know that for every lesson I create, I have created a free PDF worksheet that includes all of the phrases, definitions, sample sentences that you are about to learn. Plus, there are a few special features I want to point out. In this worksheet, it is, I think, 13 pages long. There are also a sample conversation, a chance for you to write out that conversation, your own sentences as well. And we have included a quiz. This will give you a little test to see if you can remember these phrases. And on the final page, there is a challenge question where you can answer my question, use these phrases, try to speak about technology. How can you get this worksheet? Well, all you need to do is click on the link in the description, enter your name and email address, and voila, just like that, this free worksheet plus the sample conversations, plus the quiz, plus the challenge question will land in your email inbox. This is my gift to you. Plus, do you want to know something cool? You never need to sign up for my free worksheets ever again. All you do is sign up once and I will continue to send them to you every single Friday in your email inbox. How great is that? So don't wait, click on the link in the description to get your free worksheet today. Okay, let's get started with our lesson. Before you can actually have a conversation about technology in English, you need to know some vocabulary, right? So we're going to start with some common positive phrases that we use to talk about technology. Can you guess what the next part's gonna be? Yeah, some negative expressions to talk about some of the negative impact of technology. But let's start with the positive. To pick up the phone or to pick up your phone. I love that I can just pick up the phone and call my sister, even though she lives far away. This is positive, right? In moderation. Using social media is fine in moderation, but too much can be distracting. I love this phrase, in moderation, because it works for so many things in life. You can treat yourself and eat some chocolate every day. But if you ate piles of chocolate every day, it's no good, right? So if you eat chocolate in moderation, it's no problem. Same with social media. Just use it in moderation, not too much. I can't imagine life without. I can't imagine life without a map app on my phone. Before this existed, I got lost all the time. I can't imagine life without using Google Maps or Apple Maps all the time. You might also hear this referred to as GPS. This is a global positioning system. This is more the official term, but a lot of people use this. I use GPS all the time. I can't imagine my life without a GPS on my phone. A game changer. Video calling has been a game changer for my family, especially when I lived abroad. You know what this feels like. You feel isolated and alone. Oftentimes, it is really hard to move to another country or another city, even far away from your family. So, video calling can be a game changer. This can change everything. It's not that your life is a game, but we use this to talk about something that makes a big impact. Wow, video calling is a game changer for helping my time abroad be a more positive experience. At my fingertips. With a smartphone, a lot of information is at my fingertips. This means that it is readily accessible. For a smartphone, it is literally at your fingertips, but we can use this not exactly as literally as this. You could use it about food and say, in a modern world, we have all the food that we need at our fingertips. And the fact that there are people in the world who do not have enough food is tragic. There is plenty of food to go around, so why don't some people have it at their fingertips and some people do? This is really sad. But for a lot of people, we have a lot available at our fingertips. To stay on top of things, we're not talking about a physical spot on top of things. Instead, take a look at this. I use my phone's calendars to help me stay on top of things at work. I have a lot going on, and looking at everything on a digital calendar really helps me to stay organized, not be late for things, to know what's going on, or instead of using all those phrases, we can compile them into this one. The calendars help me to stay on top of things at work. Great. It opened up a whole new world. I love this phrase, especially when we think about learning English. Take a look at this. Virtual learning opened up a whole new world for me. Instead of going to physical classes in your city or an hour away, instead you just open up YouTube and here's Vanessa teaching you English right from the comfort of your own home. So we could say virtual learning opened up a whole new world for me. To Google something. This is interesting because we're using a brand name as a verb. I say this all the time. When I don't know something, I Google it. If you don't know something, try Googling it. We could say try looking it up, but for some reason we have just swapped that to say Google. You should Google it. All right, now let's talk about some negative expressions that we can use to talk about technology. Back in the day, there was no social media, so people connected more in real life. This is a positive thing, right? We should connect more in real life, not in social media. Back in the day refers to a general time that feels far in the past, before there was social media, before there was the internet. We just had to open the door and go talk to our friends and neighbors. When I was your age, the only computers in the school were in the computer lab room. This is true for me. When I was in high school from 2002, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, around then, there were no computers in each of the classrooms. Instead, the only computers were in a computer lab. And I'm sure many of you went to school when there were no computers. So this is something that we often use to talk about the difference in our childhoods. When I was your age, when you're talking to someone younger who knows nothing about what it was like before technology, when I was your age, there were no computers in my school. Kids these days, when I was your age, kids played outside all the time, but kids these days just stay inside playing video games. We always use this expression when we are talking about something negative that kids do nowadays. Kids these days, there's a lot of judgment in that voice. Kids these days just stay inside playing video games. They have no idea what it's like to just go outside and play, be bored, have fun in that way, create your own fun. Kids these days. Addicted or addicted to something. I feel like I'm addicted to my phone. Or he realized he was addicted and needed a break from social media. This is the same as a drug addiction, an alcohol addiction. It is very strong, very serious, and it's something that hasn't been studied very much because it's relatively new. It has been studied a bit. We are starting to become wiser about our phones and realize it's easy to become addicted to our phones. Sooner or later, everyone will have to use AI sooner or later. This phrase, sooner or later, has kind of a reluctance feeling about it. Like, I don't want to have to use AI, but I have no choice, and I think that's the way the world's going. Sooner or later, we're going to have to use AI, so maybe I should start learning about it. Sooner or later, everyone will have to. What do you think? There's a time and place. There's a time and place to use your phone, and the dinner table with your family is not that time. This might be a phrase that a parent says to a child. If the child or the teenager, whoever it is looking at their phone at the dinner table, you can say, well, there's a time and place to use your phone, but it's not here. You're acknowledging this is a useful device, but not here. There's a time and place. Maybe it's while you're studying, while you're contacting your friends, doing other things, but not here at the dinner table. I wouldn't be surprised if the next generation is a lot different than previous generations due to their tech use. A lot of people who are in their 20s and below grew up with a level of technology that the rest of us never had when we were kids. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are remarkably different than the rest of us due to technology. Information overload. Social media can cause you to have information overload because there is something new going on all the time. This is a problem, right? If you need to give yourself a break from information overload, close your phone, close your computer, go step outside. And our final negative expression about tech is I catch myself. I catch myself looking at my phone more than I should. Sometimes I tell myself, it's just to see what time it is. It's just to see if my sister messaged me back. But I catch myself, I shouldn't pick up my phone so much. But it's hard, right? I catch myself looking at my phone more than I should. All right, now that you have heard all of those positive and negative expressions about technology, we're going to take a look at a sample conversation between my husband and I. We're going to use a lot of these phrases. Listen carefully because after this, you are going to have a chance to speak with me about technology. You can use these phrases yourself. So listen carefully to our sample conversation. Let's watch. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Vanessa.
Thanks for texting me back right away about meeting up. Don't you just love how easy communication is with technology?
Definitely. Back in the day, we'd have to wait hours to hear back from someone.
I know, kids these days will never have that experience.
Yeah, everything's online now. We have news, messages, and work right at our fingertips.
I know, but don't you find it hard sometimes to use your phone in moderation?
Definitely. I'm learning the importance of turning off my phone at certain times of the day. There's a time and place for everything.
I agree. I'm trying to learn that too. All right, drum roll. Now it is your turn to speak out loud with me. What I'm going to do is we're going to pretend that we are having a chit chat at a cafe and we are talking about technology. I'm going to casually ask you a question. I will pause. I will listen to you. My magical teacher ears will hear you no matter where you are around the world. So you better participate, speak out loud, use your best English, and I want you to speak out loud in the pause as if we're having a conversation. If you need some more time, feel free to pause the video. You're welcome to go back and repeat this section as many times as you want. And of course, you're welcome to take a look at the worksheet as well, where you can write down your answers and then you can go back and practice having the conversation again. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. Oh, hey there. I'm just looking at my phone again. Back in the day, was technology different for you than it is now? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I know technology has changed a lot, but I want to know, how has technology been a game changer in your life? That's so interesting. Well, sooner or later, technology is going to change again. What do you think the future of technology will be like? Oh, that's really interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes true. Well, thanks so much for sharing with me your thoughts. I'll talk to you another time. Bye. Well, congratulations! You just had a conversation with me about technology. As I said, feel free to go back and review that section as many times as you want. And don't forget to download the free PDF worksheet. It includes all of the expressions we talked about today, the sample conversation, chance for you to also practice writing out your sentences before you speak with me. And there is a challenge question so that you can also practice, right? I have given you the tools. Now, all you need to do is click the link in the description, enter your name and email address, and voila, the PDF worksheet plus all of these resources will help you to actually use it. So they will land in your email inbox. It is my gift to you. Thank you so much for learning English with me, and I will see you again next Friday for a new lesson here on my YouTube channel. Bye. But wait, do you want more? I recommend watching this video next, where you will practice speaking with me about school and your past school experiences, including how to talk about what you studied in school. This is a tricky thing to get right, and my video will help you to make it easy. I'll see you there.